Trump has imposed a 50% tariff on steel and aluminium. This is double of what he proposed earlier. The move could impact US and other countries in a negative way. Indian exporters may face difficulty too, but Canada and Mexico are the worst hit. Here's the report.
US President Donald Trump has signed the executive order to increase the tariffs on steel and aluminium imports to 50% starting June 4th. Trump says that the new tariffs were aimed at supporting the US manufacturers to deliver his trade pledge. The order said that the previous charge had not yet enabled domestic industries to develop and maintain rates of capacity production utilization that are necessary for industries' sustained health and for projected national defense needs. However, the tariffs on the UK remain at previous 25%. The two sides are working on the new levies or quotas by a July 9th deadline, as per the order. This decision to double tariffs on steel and aluminium comes at a time when the country has locked deals with several countries over so-called reciprocal tariffs before the July 9th deadline. The US is the world's largest steel importer, with a total of 26.2 million tons of imported steel in 2024. While Trump says manufacturers stand to benefit from tariffs, they have raised an alarm about how suppliers are now transferring the tariff cost to them fully, and that Trump's policies have led to a significant decline in dollars value. Tariff increase is anticipated to affect sectors including auto and household goods. This charge will lead to higher prices for consumers. Since steel and aluminium are imported into the US, are essential materials for producing essential items to electronics. Costs will increase for companies involved in construction and transportation, and packaging cost for canned products will increase, leading to consumers paying more for grocery. Analysts say that the tariffs will force US steel prices further upwards. As per reports, steel prices have risen by 16% since Trump took office in mid-January. Canada and Mexico are the biggest exporters of steel to the US, with other major sources including South Korea and Brazil. China is the world's largest steel producer, but these tariffs will not have a huge impact on the country. This announcement also comes after Trump criticized China for breaching a deal with the US to jointly reduce tariffs and trade barriers on essential minerals. As of India, it is the world's second largest producer of steel. Steel Minister of India H.D. Kumaraswamy said that the tariffs will only have a minor impact on India, as India's steel exports to the US are minimal. However, ratings agency Fitch says that Indian steelmakers and steel prices could be hit if countries with higher exposure to the US like South Korea, Vietnam, and more redirect their shipments to India in search of more lenient markets for the alloy.
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to ET Now.